Hey, good morning, everyone. Finally, we're here. Thank you for coming to our Master Tactics for Real Estate. We are going to be doing this every Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. The idea this year is to learn as much as we can from all the tools out there. Um, Personally, I think everything in real estate right now is making our life easier. I've been working on this for 21, 22 years, and I remember back in the years when we had to go door to door. Now we have artificial intelligence, we have social media, we have many ways to get noticed, and many ways to ask our clients, can I be your agent? I think that's the best question. Never goes like dated is the best way to get a client. And my idea is to try to ensure everyone has a knowledge of all the tools out there and the way we can get more time in our hands to go and do the right things. And the right things is to go and get leads, prospect them, and close deals. So today we have a very interesting session. We are going to talk about artificial intelligence and how it's transforming our real estate. And we have a very special guest, one of my top producers, Maria Carolina Ramos. We're going to ask our top producers how they did it. How did you get there? Uh, what did you have to go through in order to be a top producer? So let's start with our first guest, Juan Morales. Let's talk about artificial intelligence, Juan. Hey, welcome to my Master Tactics at
How's it
Broker
going?
LLC. Everything is going wonderful. Okay, we were talking about artificial intelligence. Now I'm seeing the artificial intelligence button in my Mondays, in my websites, in my everywhere. So, just very simple one. What is artificial intelligence? Just please teach us.
Okay, the simplest way I can put artificial intelligence is think of it as a personal assistant that it can guide you on how to do things or how to promote yourself or how to brand yourself in different aspects of technology, like on social medias, real estate CRMs, or anything of that particular nature. So it's basically like an assistant that gives you step-by-step guides and even can draw for you in some instances on how to do things when it comes to real estate. Well, specifically in real estate in our case.
So now we have an assistant, and my assistants are not inexpensive. So, how expensive and how certain and how educated this artificial intelligence assistant can be?
Depending on the AI you use, the most common known AI, or yeah, basically AI is ChatGPT, and it can be as cheap as $20 a month, and it can spit out as much information as you ask of it. So it can
And
be really cheap, it can be very expensive, depending on the types of AI you use. But the most commonly known one is ChatGPT.
okay, but there is a free version of ChatGPT. When I started like working on it and playing with it, actually, I don't pay anything for artificial intelligence, especially in ChatGPT right now. So how good and what's the difference on having the cheap version with the versus the version that you have to pay $20 a month? And let's teach a little more hands-on to our audience today. Teach us how to download ChatGPT. Let's talk about
Sure,
it.
sure. I'll go into I'll present here real quick. Okay.
Okay, and teach us the difference between having the free version plus the $20 version, please.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. Uh, you can see the computer, correct?
Yes, we can.
All right. So, like I mentioned before, ChatGPT is probably the most common and most used AI today. You can go into their website or just Google ChatGPT and you'll find a website called OpenAI. ChatGPT is also one of the earliest AIs created. and you can go in there on your computer, or you can even download the app on your Google Store or your iPhone store, the Apple Play Store, I think it's called. And then you can just easily create an account. Now I'm going to show you the difference.
I'm assuming you are an Android guy, right? Since
I
you're
am
saying
I
Apple.
yeah, I am a 100% Android guy, and I will always be an Android guy.
Okay.
But it works perfectly fine on both systems. Okay. So once you actually create your own account, if you have the free version of ChatGPT, and if we look up here where the mouse is, it's called ChatGPT 3.5. Now, ChatGPT 3.5 is free. However, it's not as well trained when it comes to AI as ChatGPT 4, which is the paid version. What do I mean by trained? It won't give you as much information as ChatGPT 4 is going to give you. Can I give you guys? Can I show you guys an idea of how it works?
I just wanna full disclosure. We don't have any shares in ChatGPT. We
We
don't
don't work for
sell
ChatGPT. We
ChatGPT.
don't have any
We don't work
shares.
with them.
We don't.
Exactly. We're just teaching you guys what artificial intelligence is and the
Mhm.
different versions of artificial intelligence out there in the market. The one that
That's right.
I use and actually Juan uses is ChatGPT. That's why we're talking
Mhm.
about this one. Okay, just full disclosure, we don't work with them and we don't have any pennies from them. Okay,
Right.
go ahead, Juan. I'm sorry,
So
I interrupted you.
no problem. As an example, let's say I'm a brand new real estate agent, and I actually don't know where to start, but I want to start generating let's say, a 30-day plan for myself, right? On what should I do? So if you're a brand new real estate agent and you actually have access to an AI such as ChatGPT, you can go into the message chat or in the message box down here, and you have to give it a very specific command. ChatGPT is trained in so many aspects of every business that exists in the world. So remember, you have to be very specific. An example is I
So
am
let's
a
do it,
new.
guys. Get into your cell phones or computers, whatever you are on right now. Go to ChatGPT, even download the app or go into the computer and let's start asking questions. Go ahead, Juan.
Sure. So you can give it a command such as I'm a new real estate agent, generate a 30-day plan on how to run my business. It can be as simple as that, or it can be as complex as you want it to be. Obviously, I made some spelling errors here. I just want you to show. I just want you guys to see how it will correct everything. So once you give it a command, ChatGPT will start spitting out ideas on what you should do on a weekly, daily, whatever you need basis. Now, this doesn't mean you should follow this 100% to the T as how it's portraying it, but it can give you a very good tool on how to start or where to start, or give you an idea on how to do things. So if we take a look at what it's currently doing here, on the first week, it's telling us to create some foundation, understand our market, which in real estate terms, you got to understand your market pretty much every day. Set up your business structure. How much do you want to make? Do you belong to a brokerage, etc.? And as you can see, as the week and time progresses, it's giving you step-by-step guides on how to do things, right? So let's say week 3, lead generation, which is very important for real estate agents. Where you should generate leads. Do you have a CRM? Have you created flyers and postcards? So this is one very simple but specific way on how to start using AI to help you get a move on in your career. And when it comes to real estate, it's even better because it can give you that step-by-step guide on how to do things to become a successful top producer. Mhm.
Wow, that's super amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a very simple and day-to-day example on how I use ChatGPT. As you can hear me, my English is not my first language; it's my
Mhm.
second, and I actually learned English. If I learned, okay, I started learning English when I was like 34 years old. So every time that I have to send an email, I always had to call my assistant to review everything so I wasn't making any mistakes. What I'm doing right now, real life, I'm writing my emails in English or Spanish. I put them in ChatGPT and I tell ChatGPT, translate it or help me with grammar. Oh, I'm sorry, the train is passing by. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so translated and ChatGPT just write the best, most amazing emails for me that it looks like I was born in London. Okay, so it was so good. I am using ChatGPT for that. So other thing that I'm using ChatGPT for is, Juan, do you want to guide us through? I did a 30 days plan for my social media. Do you guys know how much time consuming social media is for a real
Mm-hmm.
estate agent? Not only the time consuming, the money consuming, and everything. And listen, guys, because I see this every day. We have over 500 agents now. I try to check as many social media platforms from my agents that I can. Listen, one thing is uploading very beautiful videos, and another very different thing is having content. Content right now is the most important part in social media. So, the right content takes a long time to create, and ChatGPT can create content for us. So Juan, go to ChatGPT and let's type something. I don't see it on my screen right now. Let's type something like, give me 30 days plan for a real estate agent social media, something like that. And
Okay, I
so,
am streaming. Can you see it?
yeah, I can. Mhm.
Okay, so I gave it a command of 30-day plan on how to promote myself as social media as a real estate agent. So it did creating a 30-day plan to promote yourself on social media as a real estate agent. And it does the same thing that it kind of did before. Week one, profile optimization. Week two, launching community building, what to do, how to talk to people. But even further than that, let's open up a new tab here. Is you can ask ChatGPT or any AI as an example how to engage with potential new leads and buyers as a real estate agent. So let's say you have your 30-day plan, but you actually don't know how to engage. It can actually tell you how to start engaging with your potential leads and your potential clients by giving you tips, tools, and tricks of the actual industry that it's being trained on. These tips can include understanding your target audience. All agents have specific farming niches or farming areas, so you got to understand your target audience. Utilize your social media such as Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. You can create a website or a blog, email marketing, right? Anything that you can think of, you'll find it here on ChatGPT. But it's not the end all be all tool for everything. It's just as a stepping stone. Use it as a tool to get yourself started, right?
That's amazing. People my age, we we were a little like, wow, another thing, artificial intelligence. It sounds very complicated. Um, we are right now overusing all the tools and all the platform on the internet. Sometimes we just want to be disconnected because there are many things out there, but we need to know what's going on out there. We need to learn what's good. And I think this is very good because it's gonna, opposite of what many people think, I think artificial intelligence is gonna put more time in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Definitely.
was I was talking to Juan yesterday about how can someone can monetize artificial intelligence, and we were having a discussion about it. Um, and I think the best answer for how to monetize artificial intelligence is the one that I just said. Artificial intelligence is gonna put time back on your hands. If you use that time back on your hands, you're saving money and you're making more money doing what you have to do. That is prospecting, getting more leads into your database. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way that I think we can monetize artificial intelligence. Use it as an assistant. It's going to put more time on your hands. Use that time towards your job or your family or the things that you want to do, so you can utilize your agenda better. Okay. Can we have one question? Can ChatGPT help you with prospecting ideas? Of course. Let's put it back on the stream, Juan, and let's put the question on over. Let's put the question on ChatGPT. Did you download it? I want
Yeah.
everyone to download ChatGPT. Let's put it, Juan. What is the answer when you put ChatGPT help me with prospecting on real estate?
Okay, so we can totally do that, but I'll take it an even step further. If we
Okay.
actually if you have the paid version of ChatGPT like we have, underneath the actual ChatGPT, which is one version of the AI, you can find more different types of AIs. We can take a look at Dolly, which is another very important, famous AI. And let's say you're not a very artistic kind of person, okay? So if you want to start generating your social media without having to pay for an expensive digital artist or something like that, you can actually start engaging with Dolly, which is another version of ChatGPT, to generate content for you. If we give it a command such as, I would like let's do 10-story building with a white background as a render idea, right? So the idea behind AI is that you have to be very specific. Also, you got to take into consideration that AI isn't perfect, although how scary it can be, but it can start generating different things. While we have this one in the back burner, let's go back to this one and ask it the question as a real estate agent. How can I prospect new leads? It'll give you different ideas, different suggestions, different ways to actually start generating engagement. Now, it won't actually prospect for you. You still have to do your job, but it'll give you such an understanding on how to do things that you know where to get started. You know where to actually start engaging with new potential clients, how to start generating them, where to start generating them, where the best places to generate them would be. As you can see, it gave us fantastic ideas. Networking is one of the best and most and oldest types of marketing that exists out there. Your online presence in today's world is a must. If you have a website, good. If you don't, you can actually start generating ideas for a website through ChatGPT, right? Now, if we take a look back at the other one, still creating the image. Let's just give it a second. It'll actually start to spit out designs and ideas that you can bring into your own social medias. We're not all artists, right? But we sometimes need a little bit of time. We need a little bit of a generation idea on how to start engaging, especially when it comes to AI and our social medias. But definitely AI can give you ideas and pictures and photographs for you to use. Okay.
Maria Paula, DALI is with the paid version only. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, Dali and all the other ones are with the paid version. The only one that is the free version is the ChatGPT 3.5. If you want like the one that we're showing you here, you have to pay $20 a month, not to us, but to ChatGPT directly. Okay. Sometimes
Perfect.
it'll take long to draw the ideas for you, so always be a little patient with it as well.
It's almost there. I can see it on my screen. Okay, it's almost there. Okay. Alejandro says ChatGPT is a super important tool and send a lie when we have creative gaps. Excellent stream. Thank you, Ale. Okay. I'm just in love with ChatGPT or with artificial intelligence, however you want to call it. I'm pretty sure very soon we're gonna see artificial intelligence embedded in platforms like uh, the ones that we use for emails. One Outlook.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've seen it yesterday. I saw it on Monday.com. That is the platform that we use for many different projects. I've seen artificial intelligence everywhere. Okay, so guys, don't get afraid. Just go in, get into artificial intelligence, learn how to use it, master it, use it towards your advantage. Artificial intelligence is gonna put money and time back on your hands. that unfortunately is what we don't have right now. Many more time. We need more time, right? So Juan, anything else that you want to show us how the design came out? Let us see, and then we can go and talk to Maria Carolina.
So it didn't generate it. The reason why is because I may have given it too much of a specific idea.
Okay.
But if you got to keep trying. As you can see, I
Let,
changed it to draw me a 10-story building with a white background, and it actually spit out some rendering ideas. Right. The reason why it looks like this is because I wrote white background and as a render idea, so it's taking those keywords into consideration. When
let's
using
do something else.
ChatGPT,
Yeah, let's do
sure.
something else. Let's play with it. Just write something like, let's generate logo with CS initials.
Okay, so DALI is more for renderings. If you want to generate logos, we can go
Uh-huh.
back to it and explore different AIs. And we can go to
Okay.
Canva. A lot of us are actually used to Canva. And then they have one called Logo Creator, which
That's
is
very known in the real estate industry, the Canva.
exactly.
Okay.
Logo Creator is another one that's really good for exactly what we're trying to do. So we can ask it to please create a logo with the initials CS. And we'll say in the real estate industry so that it can kind of grab ideas on what to draw. So it'll actually tell you how would you like the logo to be? What's the overall vibe of the logo? Vibrant, neutral, serious. We'll do serious for this example. And it's going to ask us, great choice. A serious note tone can be perfect for the real estate industry. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you like the logo to be in terms of the of design
This
complexity?
sounds believable. Wow.
We'll do a 3 for complexity. We don't want it to be too crazy. We want it to be pretty nice. What color palette would you like for the logo? Blue and gray. You can actually
Blue and gray. Blue and gray. I like
blue and
blue and
gray.
gray.
We'll
Yeah.
do EA. But you can actually from here you don't have to use those options. You can actually choose your own options as well. However, the more you start to deviate from what it's asking you, the more crazier it can be.
Okay.
Finally, how many logos would you like to generate? One single logo. It'll be a more high definition logo than generating 9 different logos at once.
So
However,
it,
for the sake of the example, we'll do 9 so that we can start to generate different ideas on the types of logos that we want to use. Okay.
and
We'll
now
just
it's generating the logos, right? So
it's
it
creating the
took
logos for me. Yeah.
exactly 1 minute to do this.
Right. So now
Look
it
at this.
has a lot of the CSs are kind of hidden. So you can take this one, you can thumb it up, thumb it down, and you can say
And
I
it's
want.
mine. It's mine. I can use it. I can download it and I can use it. I don't have to
Mhm.
pay for it, right?
Right. So let's say you don't like any of these logos. You can tell it, I want the C to be more prominent, and it'll actually start recreating a new set of logos with like a better C.
Okay, and let's talk about compliance. Does that logo belongs to me? Can I use it?
Yes. So when it comes to compliance, we're still in a very gray area when it comes to to AI. I'm sorry. The reason why is because a lot of artists are being, unfortunately, taking their jobs from them based on the logos created here or the art created through here. So, whenever you do create something art related through AI, you do have to tell whoever you're trying to portray your target audience that this image was generated by AI. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you bring in any of the stuff from, let's say, DALI or Logo Creator, you do have to state that this is an AI created image. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Very important question here. Maria Paula says one more question. What is the difference with chocolate chip AI that the association provides? Maria Paula is basically different platforms, but it's the same artificial intelligence. One is chocolate chip, another one is ChatGPT, another one is, what was the one we were talking about yesterday? One, there is another one that is very famous.
Oh, there's a lot. However, to emphasize a little bit more on that question, the chocolate chip AI is more, it's more in its baby steps at the moment. ChatGPT and DALI and Logo Creator and everything you see from OpenAI is more has been in the market for such a long time that it's been trained for so much more that it can seem less robotic and a little bit more human. Okay, so I do recommend that you try them all out, see which ones you like, which ones you don't, because as we see in today's world, there's a million new AIs coming up.
Thank you.
Okay.
And notice, thank you for helping us here. Very, very nice help. Notice is saying I've seen ChatGPT create amazing property descriptions for a listing which can be put in the MLS and ads.
Yes, that
Super
also
important.
before we stop here, something I did want to mention to you guys. A lot of us are Spanish speakers or second or even third language speakers. Anything that you create on ChatGPT can be done in any language known to man. So let's say I want to promote myself in Spanish. Me quiero promover
You're
en,
not streaming. Thank
uh,
you.
yeah, me quiero promover en finca raíz en la Florida como un agente. So
Oh,
whatever you write in whatever language you actually
very
do, it'll spit out that information in your native tongue or any language that you want to use the AI in. Okay.
And I'm gonna give you guys the last tip for ChatGPT. Just be very careful with what I'm gonna say. Yesterday, I was trying to translate some parts of the ASIS contract for real estate from English to Spanish, just to see how the translation was, because some people sometimes need more information about that. I did it. It works. Remember that the lingo that we use in English for real estate is very different in every language that we use, but it works. It gave me more knowledge and a broad like understanding of different parts of the ASIS contract when I translated to Spanish. So these people we have in our company brokers, we have agents from all over the world. So use it cautiously. Okay. It's
Mhm.
not legal description, but it's something that you can understand better and you can give better advice to your clients. Juan,
Mhm.
thank you.
You're welcome. The last thing I do want to mention about AI is that although how amazing it can seem, remember that it's still just an artificial intelligence feature being trained on very different things. Okay, so sometimes it can give you inaccurate facts because it's being trained on so many different websites. Make sure to always follow up and always look at what it's writing or giving you the information so that you can actually start to filter out what's inaccurate, what's accurate, and what's good. And then the second thing is, since it is an artificial intelligence, is that sometimes it can be a little impersonal, or sometimes it can be a little robotic or uninspired. Whenever you do generate something through AI, try to generate it with your own voice to give you that oomph that you're a different type of real estate agent. Okay, but the tool is fantastic. I would say everybody should use it when given the chance. It's the wave of the future. It can be scary, obviously, but definitely give it a try if you haven't. Okay.
Thank you, Juan. Appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
Now, Maria Carolina Ramos, welcome, my top producer. How are
Claudia,
you?
hi, how are you? Very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So happy to have you here.
Thank you so much, Claudia.
I
Thank
even have questions for you.
Oh,
Okay, Maria Carolina has been with brokers for how many years?
oh my gosh, I lost
Oh my God.
maybe
You were
four,
4 or 5.
you think 4 or 5? It was before 2020, so wow,
Yeah.
5 years.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the confidence. Thank you very much for trusting us. Okay. So, Maria Carolina, we brokers and the industry at the industry standards, we recognize you as a top producer. Do you see yourself in that light as well? Do you see yourself as a top producer? Hello. María Carolina quedó frozen. Juli, can you try to hey guys, I'm sorry. a little hiccup here. Okay, let's talk about top producers, and let's talk about, while we fix this issue, let's talk about something else that I was reading and listening to this morning that I actually, where is my phone? Okay, I took notes about top producers. How do you become a top producer? What is the most important thing about being a top producer? I think everything comes down to just three different steps. The first one for me is how to generate leads. Second, and very important one, how are you nurturing your leads? And third, how you close your leads. I think the most important part on a real estate top producing part is how you generate leads. And I want to talk to you guys about leads generation and leads nurturing. Leads generation. Oh, Maria Carolina is back. Okay. We can continue this conversation with her. Hey, what happened?
I don't know. Suddenly I got in. I was waiting for all this
I
time.
thought you were scared for my question. Okay. And you left. Okay. This is the question. We recognize you as a top producer. Do you see yourself in that light as well? And when I say we, I don't mean only brokers. By the industry standard, for the amount of money that you make a year, you are a top producer. For the amount of deals that you close a year, you're a top producer. So it's not only Brokers LLC or Claudia Serna's idea that you're a top producer. As the industry standards, you are a top producer. My question to you, Caro, is do you see yourself in that light as well? Do you see yourself as a top producer?
I see myself as a top producer, but just because of the amount of time that I dedicate to what I do. I like what I do, and I like to provide a very special treatment to my clients. And thanks God, I have clients from long time ago. So when I have to deal with certain client, I have to put a lot of time and effort with them. So just because of that, but production, I really would like to have more. For me, it's not enough.
Doesn't.
For me, it's like I need more, I need more, I need more, and that's where my mind is. And that's what, but then I really, when I focus myself on a client, when I'm dealing with them and put all my effort, that I see myself as a top producer, yes, because until I'm not done, I don't rest. So,
okay, so
in that way, yes,
something...
but in production, no.
Okay, you just said something important, two things. First, when I put my mind into it. Okay, so I think that's most very important thing, that we real estate agents tend to start thinking about different things because we don't have to go to an office 9 to 5. So we decide to put the gym on the middle of the day. We decided to go and pick up the kids from school, which we have to. I'm not saying that you have to leave your kids at school, okay? So just, we need to have daily habits. So which daily habits do you consider essential for a success in the real estate industry?
Daily habits, first is mindset, and is the first thing, because it's not easy. We are, as you said, we are our own boss, and are the ones that we have to push ourselves. No one does it for us. So mindset is that, I don't know, meditate, put your mind in place before starting your day. For me, that's super important. If I don't do it, I cannot go through the day. And then I do exercise. So for me, it's very important, exercise as well. And then after, always checking the market. You have to know how is the market in your area. I learned this because sometimes you find a friend or you find someone that when they know you're a realtor, they ask you, how's the market? And then if you don't have an idea how to respond, imagine you're a real estate agent and you don't know, oh, the building where I live, I check which apartments are for sale, which apartments have closed, how much they have sold for, how many are expired. I check new listings every day, how many got sold, how many got expired, what are the prices on the new listings, because that's the question that people ask you when they
Okay, so give us a tip. Where do you go and find that information?
in the MLS. In the MLS, you can put like a hot sheet of your specific zip code that you work, and it will show you every day active, pending, close sales, expires, cancel, everything. It will show you there on the if you create a hot sheet. I did that long time ago on class that I attend the association. I don't know how to do it now because I just have it there for my zip codes, and it shows me that in my dashboard.
Yeah, but it still works very well.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
And
that's
and
super important.
and not to go that far, we can put a zip code on Google, and you can ask for crime rates on Google. What's going on with restaurants and this zip code? And we can start learning about everything that is going on everywhere, good and bad. Okay. So, yeah, knowledge is very important on the area that you're farming and you're working. Because, as Maria Carolina said, the first question everybody asks is, how is the market? Is going up? Is going down? Uh, I heard that everything is coming down. The prices are going down. Definitely, yes, they are going down 5%, but they were up 50% last
Mhm.
2 years. Oh, so I'm not gonna find anything that was half of the price 2 years ago. No, you're not going to. It's not gonna happen, and it's not gonna happen in Miami, especially. Okay, yeah. Now we have more inventory, which is great, which I love. I love the market with inventory. Okay, it's a very healthy market. Okay, but guys, if things are coming down 5%, they went up 50% on the last 2.5 years. Okay, that's what we're seeing right now on the market. Okay, third question: reflecting on your career, can you identify a defining moment that led you to be a top producer?
Mm, when I put more dedication and time into what I did, because I know you were mentioning before that sometimes because we think that we have a lot of time, we are our own boss, we can do a lot of things in like I can go for groceries in the middle of the day, or if something came up I can go and do that, nothing to do with my work. Then when I realized, no, I'm the boss, this is like my business, and I have to put certain time every day to grow my business, then that's when I see the growing on what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, and when can you create a business of yourself, being your own boss, working from home, making good money, going out? We have to go out, of course. We have to
Yeah.
show, we have to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Okay, but the license is $485, and it takes us from 7 days to a month to get that license. This is the best job
Yeah.
in the world. Please, guys, just invest on your own company that is yourself. It's the best time, best investment. Okay, okay, if you cannot put 10 hours, put 6 hours a day into it, but do it. Get organized, as Maria Carolina is saying. Okay, okay, tell us your big secret for the sauce. How do you generate leads?
No,
Or
it's
maintain the constant flow of clients? How you
yeah,
do it?
no, it's not like, okay, I'm in the business since 2006, so it's no magic. Nothing is magic. It's hard work and getting people to know you, creating a database of clients, following up your clients, providing.
Let's just stop right there. Creating a database.
Yeah.
For all my newbies, please, how important is to have a database, Maria Carolina? Tell us, since you are in this business from 2006, if you can say something to the Maria Carolina Ramos in 2006, to the Maria Carolina Ramos in 2024, what are you going to tell her about a database that you know today that you didn't know back then?
Yes, have like an Excel or somewhere where you can put all your clients or whoever you meet, their information, number, their name, their telephone number, and their email address. That's your database, and start doing it from everyone that you meet, and you have the option to have all this information, because with that you can every day, for example, you can think in contacting one person, at least one. I'm not going to tell you 10 or those challenges that you have to contact 100% per month. Start with one person to talk about real estate. So who you can talk about real estate? Those people that you met years ago. Hello, how are you? How is your life, sending a text, a WhatsApp, and how you're going to do that if you don't have a database of those clients or people that you have met in the past. And then you can use that database also to sending emails, newsletters. From newsletters, I have heard from people that I have not heard 10 years ago, and they say, oh, Maria, you're still in the business. Oh, wow, that I was thinking in buying over there. How is the market? So just because I have the name and email address of that person that I rent for 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
Exactly. Everyone is a potential client.
Everyone.
You go to the supermarket and you start talking to the lady that you helped to get the ketchup from there. Hey, and what's your name? And what's your phone number? And put it on your database. I have many agents coming and crying. I don't have clients. I don't have why I'm going to have a CRM? Why I'm going to have a KV core if I don't have a database? How can you build a database? Go to Publix, go to networking. Take one of brokers' listings and just put it on KV Core, boost it for how much is it, Melly? You can boost a rent for $60, $45, and you can get 10, 12, 15 potential clients. Maybe they're not going to rent that unit, but you can start building a database, which is the heart, the right arm, and the left arm of a real estate agent. Databases are live. And now we have CRMs that they do the job for us. Okay, so database is super important. Thank you for that, Maria Carolina. Okay, and how do you manage your time effectively to maximize your productivity?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like super. I wish I have more time, as all of us. But of course, writing the things that you need to do during the day, and check mark what you have done, and that's most of it. If I'm done with all the important tasks, then I can dedicate the extra time to contact other clients or to do some marketing, because I don't do all my marketing, but I do approve things from the person who does it. Or
we cannot do everything. We cannot do everything.
Yeah.
We need to team up, and we have to have people helping us in order to achieve the top producer level. We know that. Okay.
Yeah. Also working also, even if you don't have one thing that I learned, because I was also with a coach for 1 year, and it served me, it helped me a lot. Is
you
like
you can tell us the name.
Yeah, the Tom Ferry. So I was 1 year with Tom Ferry. Yeah, it teach me a lot. So I learned a lot from them, because even if you are not going into listing presentations yet, start working in your listing presentation. This is super important. Like Juan was talking about AI and Canvas, that's super good program. So you can start working in your listing presentation, because when you get into a listing appointment, you have everything ready, and you need to have everything ready, like right there. I'm going in 1 hour. I have my listing here. Yeah.
Thank you. They call me usually on Sunday at 11:15 a.m. to ask me things that they should have had ready in advance. Why? Not because I mind that they call me on Sunday. Sometimes I'm doing something, but this is my job to be a broker, okay? So I'm trying to do the best I can with my time, and Oscar does it as well. We have two brokers here. But the thing that I think when they call me and ask me something like that because they are signing a contract is, are they doing this in front of a client? So if the client knows or feels that you're not ready for something or you don't have enough knowledge, the client is going to start losing your trust on you as a real estate agent. Just be ready in advance for everything. You don't know what's going to happen with contracts, with listing presentations, with rentals, with market, with information, with everything. You need to be ready in advance. Thank you for that, Maria Carolina.
Yeah, that's super important, and that was one of my fears, because I put also in my mind, I want to be a listing agent. I want to be a listing agent. That's my goal, being a listing agent. So if I said, okay, I want to be a listing agent, but it's not only saying, it's also what I'm gonna do to be prepared for that. So listing presentation, wow, that's super important. Start building your listing presentation, because that's one of the most important things, and it's very easy. We have a lot of tools today, like I did in Canva. So yeah, and that's my my advice to you. Yeah,
Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for being with brokers all of these years. I'm pretty sure you're happy here.
I'm super happy. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Juan, the last question for Maria Carolina and for Juan. Juli, can you put Juan on the screen, please? Okay,
Hello.
last question, just to leave. First, Juan, what is the superpower that you would love to have if you were a superhero in today's day?
Oh my God, that's a great question. I would want to be able to teleport wherever I want.
To what?
To teleport.
Oh,
If I
really?
flick my finger, I want to be in Paris tomorrow or right now.
That's
If I
a
want.
very nice superpower. And Maria Carolina, what's the superpower you would love to have if you were a superhero in today's date?
Read my client's mind.
A mind reader for real estate. Okay, perfect. I love that. That is going to help us a lot. Okay. So it was a pleasure to see all of you. And let me know how we did in our first Master Tactics. See you next Tuesday. Thank you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.